In a sunny village where the sky was always blue and the flowers danced in the gentle breeze, lived three best friends: Lila, the curious rabbit; Benny, the wise tortoise; and Mia, the cheerful bird. They spent their days exploring the fields, playing games, and sharing stories under the warm sun. One bright morning, as they hopped and flapped around, they stumbled upon something unusual: a hidden garden. The garden was unlike anything they had ever seen. It was bursting with vibrant flowers of every color imaginable. There were bright red tulips, sunny yellow daisies, and deep blue violets. Butterflies fluttered around, shimmering in the sunlight like tiny jewels. Lila's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Look at all these beautiful flowers," she exclaimed, hopping from one bloom to another. Benny, who was always thoughtful, said, "This garden seems special. I wonder if it holds any secrets." Mia chirped happily, "Let's explore it together." As they wandered deeper into the garden, they discovered a small, crinkled map lying on the ground. It was old and faded, but they could still see a drawing of a flower at the end of a winding path. "This map must lead to something magical," Lila said, her heart racing with curiosity. Benny studied the map carefully. "It looks like it leads to a magical flower that can grant one wish," he explained. "We should follow it." Excited by the thought of a wish, the three friends decided to embark on an adventure. They packed some snacks: crunchy carrots for Lila, a few tasty leaves for Benny, and some seeds for Mia. With the map in hand, they set off into the lush green forest that surrounded the garden. As they walked, they heard the cheerful chatter of playful squirrels. The squirrels were busy gathering acorns, and they paused to wave at the friends. "Hello, Lila. Hello, Benny. Hello, Mia," they squeaked. "What are you up to today?" "We're on an adventure to find a magical flower," Lila replied, her ears twitching with excitement. The squirrels clapped their tiny paws. "That sounds fun. Be careful and enjoy your journey." The friends continued on their way, following the winding path shown on the map. Soon, they came to a gentle stream that sparkled in the sunlight. The water flowed softly, creating a soothing sound. "We need to cross the stream," Benny said, looking around for a way. Just then, they noticed a little ladybug sitting on a leaf, looking very confused. "Oh dear, I can't find my way home," she said, her tiny voice trembling. Lila hopped closer and asked, "Where do you live, little ladybug?" "I live on the big oak tree by the stream," she replied. "But I got lost while exploring." Benny smiled gently. "We can help you get home," he said. The friends carefully guided the ladybug to the edge of the stream. They found a sturdy stick and laid it across the water, creating a bridge. "You can cross now," Mia chirped encouragingly. The ladybug smiled brightly and carefully walked across the stick. "Thank you so much. You are all so kind," she said, waving her tiny legs. "I will never forget your help." With that, she flew off towards the big oak tree, leaving the friends feeling warm inside. After helping the ladybug, the friends continued their journey. They soon reached a sunny clearing where they decided to take a break. They sat on a soft patch of grass and shared their snacks. Lila munched on her crunchy carrots, Benny nibbled on his leaves, and Mia enjoyed her seeds. Just then, they heard a rustling sound nearby. Out from the bushes came a little hedgehog, looking very hungry. "Oh dear, I'm so hungry, but I can't find any food," he said, looking sad. Lila's heart melted. "We can share our snacks with you," she offered. The hedgehog's eyes lit up with joy. "Really? Thank you." The friends shared their food, and the hedgehog happily munched on the leftovers. "You are all so generous. I wish I could do something nice for you in return," he said, smiling. After their break, the friends continued to follow the map. They faced a few more small challenges along the way, like helping a bird find its lost nest and guiding a turtle back to the pond. Each time they helped someone, they felt a little happier and a little closer to the magical flower. Finally, after a long day of adventure, they reached the spot marked on the map. There, in a small clearing, stood the magical flower. It was glowing in beautiful shades of gold and purple, shimmering like a star. The friends gasped in awe. "It's even more beautiful than I imagined," Lila exclaimed, her eyes wide with wonder. Benny nodded, his wise eyes sparkling. "This flower truly is magical." As they stood before the flower, they began to think about their wish. Lila thought about all the things she could wish for, maybe a never-ending supply of carrots. Benny considered wishing for wisdom that would last forever. Mia dreamed of flying higher than any bird ever could. But then they looked at each other and realized something important. "What if we wished for something that could change our friendship?" Benny asked thoughtfully. "What if we wished for something that could make us forget the fun we had today?" Mia chirped softly. "I think our friendship is the most magical thing of all. We have shared so many adventures together, and I wouldn't trade that for anything." Lila nodded in agreement. "Yes, our bond is what makes every adventure special. I don't want to change that." With that, they all smiled at each other, understanding that their true wish was to always cherish their friendship. They decided to leave the magical flower untouched, knowing that the real magic was in their hearts. As they turned to leave, they felt a warm breeze, as if the garden itself was thanking them for their kindness and love. They promised to return to the garden and take care of it together, planting seeds and watching them grow. And so, the three friends made their way back home, their hearts full of joy and laughter. They knew that no matter where their adventures took them, they would always have each other. From that day on, Lila, Benny, and Mia visited the colorful garden often. They planted seeds of all kinds, nurturing the flowers and watching them bloom. The garden became a place of laughter, friendship, and magic, where they created memories that would last a lifetime. In the sunny village, the three friends learned that the greatest treasure of all is the love and kindness shared among friends. They discovered that every adventure is more beautiful when shared with those you care about. And so, they lived happily ever after, always cherishing their friendship and the colorful garden that brought them together.